Dive deep, drop the mines, and destroy your enemies in Pocket Sub. Alright, welcome back to the Board Game Closet. My name's Jimmy, and today I'm doing a Kickstarter preview of Pocket Sub put out by Alley Cat Games, the same company that did Dice Hospital, which was wildly popular, and now they're back with a small series of pocket games. They've got another one that's on Kickstarter right now called Pocket Pharma, so go and check that out as well. But today, this preview is all about Pocket Sub. So if you're interested in a submarine movement game that plays in 10 to 15 minutes, then this game might be for you. So everything that I've got is prototype, so go onto the campaign and see how things might have changed or been updated since I got this Kickstarter prototype in the mail. But let me tell you how the game plays. 10 to 15 minutes, really quick, so it's not that complicated. There are different setups based off of the number of players that you're playing with, 2, 3, or 4 people. 2-player game is smaller, 3, and then 4. And in a 4-player game, you can actually even play with allies, where you can team up with somebody else and try to be the last man standing. And that is what this game is all about. Are you able to destroy all the other subs or be the last man, woman surviving the game? And if you are, then you are the winner. How does it work? On your turn, you have to activate one of your subs by moving it. And you have 3 movement points that you must spend. And so there are different regions on the board that cost different amount of movement points. Shallow regions, that costs you 1 movement point. If you move into a rocky location, that costs you 2 movement points. Or if you're in a deep region and you want to go to another deep region onto the board, then that costs you 2 movement points. So you have to spend all 3 of your movement points. If you can't, because you would bump into a mine or an enemy sub, then your sub is destroyed and it's out of the game. So spend your 3 movement points, and you have to drop a mine. So if on your turn, when you leave a region, you have to leave behind a mine. Now, if an enemy sub goes into a region where your mine is at, they're destroyed. Or if you move into a region where there is another sub, then both of those are destroyed. So it really, the board, even though it's just these few tiles, gets really tight really quickly because there's not a lot that you can do as the game progresses. Now, let's fast forward in the game. If both of my other subs have been destroyed and I only had 1 sub left, this would now become the hero sub. And this gets to break a simple rule. Like normally, if I moved into a spot where there was another sub, both of us would be destroyed. Well, now, because this is my last one, I get to move into a location where there's another sub, destroy it, and then my sub survives. So it almost incentivizes you and actually changes the pace of the game when you're down to just 1 sub. And that's because at the beginning, like I said, you want to avoid going into regions where there are other subs. But once it's your last sub, now it's, let's do this. We're going to be the last person standing. So the game progresses, and basically it fills up, like I said, where everybody is placing their mines out onto the board. And then all of a sudden, when it comes down to there is only 1 sub left, you are the winner of the game. 10 to 15 minutes, really easy to understand, and it's not that complicated. There are fleets in the game, which are these little tokens. At the beginning of the game, you're going to pick a location to place your fleet, and this is a location that if someone goes into that region, they're destroyed, but your fleet always stays. And so that's kind of another little aspect of the game. Not complicated, plays pretty quick. This would be a great game to play with somebody that likes movement games, that loves the theme of submarines, and wants to play something relatively quick. You should check out Pocket Sub.